Liam Jonesy's next, and he's somebody who had a year, quite some year in 2019, both on and off the field. He's a really impressive fella. He started the season on fire, and but for some of these horrible losses that we had that we should have won, he would have been, I really genuinely believe he was in that All-Australian mix in the early part of the season. He unfortunately had that nasty concussion against North Melbourne, and he missed quite a chunk of the season. He came back and then he suffered the fractured larynx against Richmond, and it was just one of those years. Obviously, he had some things happen off the field as well, and obviously wish him and the family well. But I remember talking about his season last year and the preview and saying it might be a little bit of a make or break year for Jonesy, but he went up another level. He really took the scalps of guys like Jack Riewoldt, Buddy Franklin. He beat Aaron Norton convincingly in round 5. Obviously, Norton's quite young still, but I just thought he was really solid in defence, and it was the kicking that was my issue with him at the start of the year, but he didn't have any of those uh-oh moments. And so going into 2020, he's an absolute lock in this side for the next few years for me. I just think he's a great story of persistence, and the fact that we've had the faith in him and trusted him, and the fact that he's repaid the faith, I think it bodes well for him and his character. So going into this season, I think him and Jacob Wiedering are just really the key pillars for us in defence. And when you add the likes of Sam Docherty back in the mix, who really is that on-field coach, I think a guy like Liam Jones is really going to benefit. And the reason why I say that is because Docherty sees the ground almost like a coach, like a Luke Hodge type. He's going to give guys like Liam Jones confidence to play that aerial game, go for those intercept marks, because they know where their positions are, they know where the defenders around them are going to be. And I think Liam Jones is going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries to having Sam Docherty in the side. And I remember when Doc went down, there was a little bit of, oh no, you go, oh no, I'll go. And so I think there's going to be a lot of assuredness in our back line in 2020. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Jonesy can do. Now, the conundrum of who plays fullback and halfback, I don't really mind, to be honest. I think it depends on the opponent. I think if there's a bigger brute of a forward, I think Jacob Wiedering will go to him because he's really, really strong. And I think the idea with Liam Jones is we want him to play that intercept role. I think the way he flies for the ball, and he has the ability he's one of those players that has those impact moments. The way he skies for those marks, the way he puts his body on the line, the way he goes for those big spoils, they're team lifting moments. And I think he has that ability. And yeah, I just wish the best for him. He's doing all the sessions so far in the preseason. He's fit and healthy. He's flying the way he usually does at training. So from that point, he's very much prepared for this season. And we're going to rely on him a lot in defence this year because Caleb Marchbank's obviously still a little bit behind. He's only just started to run and get back into the swing of things. And, Tom Williamson's another one who will start to emerge this year if he's healthy. So Liam Jones is one that's really going to be important for us this year. What about you? How do you see his year unfolding? What type of role do you think he's going to play? And how best do we utilise his talents? Let me know.